Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad AKRAM bin ANUAR.
Assalamualaikum. My name is REDZUAN bin MOKHTAR.
Assalamualaikum. My name is MUHAMAD FITRI bin SIDIK.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FARHAN bin NIZAM.
Assalamualaikum. My name is MUWAHHID bin AIDIL.
Assalamualaikum. My name is NURSYAFIQ.
First question, we need to calculate mean and standard deviation. Firstly, for mean, we need the midpoint and we label it S, and also we need the total of Fs. So F is frequency or number of patient. So we need to calculate first the Fs of each class. After we get all this value, total them, and then we get this value. So this is calculation to calculate total of Fs, and this calculation total of C, and then we divide them, and then we get the answer. Next, we need to find standard deviation. So we need midpoint x, and then we need Fx, and then we need Fx power of. So the frequency is of patient. So we take for each class, and then after we get this value into total of them, and then we get this value 4,820. Same goes at here. We need to total of them, and then get this value. So we get all information that we need. Okay, so we need to insert to this formula. So firstly, we need to solve at here and also at here. So we get the value, we need to solve at here. Next, after we get the value, we need to solve at here. Okay, next step. After we get the value, we need to solve at here. We get the answer. Also, we use only 4 decimal points, and the answer is 13.2801.
So for the question 4b, we need to draw a less than or give for the above data. Estimate the median from the or give. Okay, firstly we need to find the cumulative frequency of the number of patients, and also because it is less than or give, we need to find the upper limit of the class. So we need two things, upper limit of class and cumulative frequency. So for find the upper limit of class, we need these two numbers, at 9 plus 10, and then divide by 2. So we will get 9.5. And then for the rest, it's same, 19 plus 20 divide by 2. Okay, for the cumulative frequency, kita hanya letakkan less than. So we look number of patient less than from the 95, so we get a 47. And the next 19.5, we have 48 and 58 and 47, so we need to plus two things and we get a 105. And the rest is also same. Okay, secondly we need to plot the graph. So after we get all the data, upper limit class and cumulative frequency, we just plot. So 9.5 each of patient, and then number of patient we just kekalkan macam ni, and then 9.5 47. So plot in here 19.5, we just plot by this table. Okay, for the next, we need to find the median position of the median using this formula. So we have 220 plus 1 and divide by 2. So to find the median, we need to look at the graph. So we just draw like this, and then so we get the answer of median. So we get 20.5. So for the conclusion, 50% of the patient that receive treatment in clinic mass is under the age 20.5, while another 50% of the patient that receive treatment in clinic is above the age 20.5.
Question C. Calculate Pearson coefficient of skewness of the patients at the clinic mass and determine the shape of the distribution. This is the formula that we can use to calculate PCV. PCV stands for Pearson coefficient of skewness. First step to solve this, we need to check the question first. Based on the question, we do not have the information about the mode, but instead we have the information about the mean and median. So, we use the first formula to calculate the PCV. The answers is, the conclusion is the positive value indicate that the data is skewed to right and also known as positively skewed.
Question D. If the mean and variance of the patients aged at Clinic Maju Jaya are 42 years old and 301 years old respectively, identify which group is more consistent. In this question, to determine which clinic is more consistent, we need to use the formula of coefficient of variation, CV. CV equal to standard deviation divided by mean times 100%. Based on the question, the mean is 42. And there's also a variance. But from the formula, there are no variance. So to find standard deviation, we need to square root the variance. So square root 301 divided by 42 times 100%. For the calculation, Clinic Maju Jaya CEV equal to square root of 301 divided by 42 times 100% is equal to 41.308%. While for the Clinic NURSYAFIQ, which is from the previous question, CV is equal to standard deviation 13.2801 divided by mean 21.9091 times 100% is equal to 60.6145%. For the conclusion, if the value of coefficient of variation is small, which is Clinic Maju Jaya, means the dispersion is more consistent. Therefore, between these two clinics, Clinic Maju Jaya is more consistent because the coefficient of variation for Clinic Maju Jaya is smaller than Clinic NURSYAFIQ.